So hi everyone, it's 10 a.m. I'm going to start the meeting. Good morning guests and fellow Toastmaster. A warm welcome to meeting number 180 of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. I am Toastmaster Amit, your sergeant at arms for today. I'm sure you are as excited as I am. This meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start the meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International doesn't put any restriction on speaking on these topics, but at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club, we request all speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on any sensitive topics. Also, urge you to be the cognizant of the fact that as we a club, we practice diversity and inclusion in letter and spirit. Hence, ensuring there is no sexist, racist, or any such undertone that create hostility and discomfort for the members or guests. Now, let me call upon the presiding officer for the today's meeting, DTM Nancy Goel. So about Nancy, she is working as a senior data analyst. She is a certified image consultant and personal branding coach. She is the president of Gabbys Toastmaster Club. Over to you, DTM Nancy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amit, our sergeant at arms. Yes, a round of applause could be really good. Thank you so much. Good morning, Gabbys.
Morning.
That's more like it. I welcome you all to the meeting number 180 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Whenever I take up this stage as presiding officer, I come up with the news that we have added so many members. So this week we have added 3 members that we have already announced on Thursday. 3 members, please welcome Toastmaster Rani Jindal, Toastmaster Michael Joshua, and Toastmaster Nandini Goel. But that's not all. We have just added one more member who's here with us in the room, Toastmaster Janvi. Welcome to all 4 members who have just joined the Gabbys family. We conducted our elections yesterday, and for all 3 clubs, we have got a list of ExCom officers. I would like to congratulate all the ExCom officers. That starts with the Gabbys Toastmasters Club ExCom. President Nancy Goel, that's myself. Our VP Education Mukund Joshi. Our VP Membership Toastmaster Paduka Kannan. Our VP Public Relations Distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta, Secretary Toastmaster Lakshmi Sujata, Treasurer Toastmaster Prabha Lohaniwal, and Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Ritu Sukale. For the Gabbys online, our ExCom includes President Distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta, VP Education Toastmaster Sudharma Perera, VP Membership Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty, VP Public Relations Toastmaster Manvi Kumar, Secretary Toastmaster Raja Balaji, Treasurer Toastmaster Gihan Vikram Singh, Toastmaster Pranav Potan and Sergeant at Arms. For the Gabbys International, we have got President Toastmaster Neeta M. Shah, VP Education Toastmaster Jasprit Kaur, VP Membership Gauri Aggarwal, VP Public Relations Toastmaster Priyambada Sharma, Secretary Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari, Treasurer Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. These 21 officers are going to take office from July 1st till December 31st, 2024. Please put your hands together for these officers who are going to take up office, are newly elected officers for all 3 clubs. Now it's time to hear it from our guests. Our guests are here and I would like to understand a little bit about them. Maybe they can start by introducing themselves with their name, their designation, how they got to know about Toastmasters, and how they reached the Gabbys. May I start with our online guest? We have got Harshvardhan. Harshvardhan, would you like to quickly introduce yourself? A little bit, maybe your name and where you are from.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Myself, Harshvardhan Chegu. I am from Nellore, Andhra Pradesh. So I just got to know about this in this morning only. So immediately I checked into this. So actually, I don't have any prior knowledge about this. I just wanted to know what is a Toastmasters and how to get into it. So I'm a tax consultant from my hometown. I'm into practice along with my father, who is also a tax consultant for 40 years. So I just wanted to continue his legacy.
Awesome. Welcome to the Gabbys meeting. Toastmaster, not Toastmaster. Guest, Harshvardhan. Why am I hearing? It's happening just. Okay. All right. When I'm on speaker view, I get to hear my own sound, my own voice, and it doesn't feel like a voice, it feels like a sound. So please stop having me on spotlight. It's a request to Zoom moderator. And welcome, Harshvardhan, our guest, to the Gabbys meeting. No matter you're joining this meeting for the first time or maybe 180th time, the structure is going to remain the same. We also have one guest in the room. May I request you to quickly introduce yourself? Is it okay if I stop from here? You can come on camera and speak to all of us.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Srinidhi, a Bangalorean. Been wanting to join Toastmasters Club for a very long time. I think it's been, I don't even want to mention the time, but I think today was a lucky day when I got up on time and decided to make it here. I actually came to know about Gabbys just yesterday afternoon. Been researching for a lot of clubs and something brought me here today, and I love the energy in the room. I love what is going on. So very excited to be a part of this club.
Awesome. Lovely to have you here, Shri.
Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my dear Toastmasters, these were our guests. For the benefit of guests, I would like to quickly introduce Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a 100-year-old organization. We are completing 100 years this year. It's a centennial year this year. It's a 100-year-old organization with 15,000 plus clubs across 100 plus countries with close to 280,000 members. Well, it's not just about the numbers. It's more about the psychological safety that you get here in the meetings to come over glossophobia. And that's what Toastmasters means to me. For me, I've been a speaker who was feeling extremely shy the very first day when I joined Toastmasters to come up on stage and speak for the very first time. And now I'm here standing in front of you, taking up stage a little more confidently and a little more comfortably. I wish all of us can come together and experience the same. That's about Toastmasters. It's time to pass on the baton to our Toastmaster of the day. Our Toastmaster of the day is someone who's present in the room with us. He is an engineer by passion, an engineer by profession, and a Toastmaster by passion. Someone who has spent enough time in Toastmasters to know the nitty-gritties about Toastmasters. He's here with all his experience to talk about our theme. I'll not talk anything about the theme. I'll rather pass on the baton to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ananth Krishnan. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ananth Krishnan.
Thank you, Nancy. Good morning to everyone present here in person, as well as every one of you online. The theme for today's meeting is a beautiful world. And the world is really beautiful, as long as you forget what happened yesterday and look forward to what you're going to expect today and tomorrow. And For me, it's already a great start to the day with a wonderful meeting. It's been a beautiful start. The weather in Bangalore has been beautiful of late. The temperatures have cooled down. And I look forward to this really beautiful weekend that is unfolding. Before we take this meeting forward for the benefits of the guests that we have present with us, both in person and online, let me explain how a typical Toastmasters meeting works. A Toastmasters meeting has three primary sections. The first section is the prepared speech section. And in this prepared speech section, you have speakers who have prepared themselves, possibly with the help of a mentor, and following the guidelines that are published in a Toastmasters manual that is given to every member. And they come prepared and they deliver a timed speech. And this speech is further evaluated by an evaluator that is assigned for that particular project. And this is the first section. It's a very important section, which is the prepared speech section. That is followed up by something called the table topics session. Now, table topic session is all about impromptu speaking. There is no preparation here. There is no mentoring. It's a rapid fire. A table topic master gives you a topic. And the challenge is for the speaker to speak for anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes about any of the topics they are given. And that really helps people think on their feet. Now, finally, we have the third section, and that is the evaluation section, where all of the primary role players and the speakers are evaluated by designated evaluators. And for this meeting, we have a rather special individual who is a general evaluator, who evaluates the entire proceedings of the meeting. And the general evaluator for today's meeting is an image consultant and a soft skills trainer. Her expertise in tarot reading gives her an edge in color psychology, which deals with combining the energy of colors to give her clients better results in life. That sounds fantastic. She's a strong believer in creating a magnetic vibe and powerful first impressions. She's passionate about building her own brand, rebrand.self, which takes care of self-transformation. She's a chartered accountant by qualification, and she has worked both with corporates as well as established her own practice. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the colorful, the magnetic, the multi-talented, the one and the only Toastmaster, Gauri Aggarwal.
Wow, wow, wow. What a glamorous introduction. Thank you, Toastmaster Ananth. A very good morning to fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as a general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and that does not happen. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, performance of duties, etc. Now, I cannot take care of all this with utmost efficiency alone. So along with me, I have my team, and we call it the TAGL team. The first member of my team is the timer, and that is Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. Yogita is a go with the flow and a joyful person. She's always been a people's person, so enjoying her phase as an HR and an image and a soft skills trainer. Beyond the 9 to 5 hustle, you will find her dancing, reading, mind-bending books, exploring new places, or experimenting with different foods. Yogita, I request you to please share with us your role as a timer.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good one. So as a timer for today's meeting, I will time everything in the meeting. I'll time the formal speeches, evaluations, table topics, the agenda, everything. I will alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and the red cards. I hope my screen is visible. All right, so for the speeches, we have 2 speeches today, and one of them would be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Apart from this, we have a pathbreaker speech today, and that is around 10 to 12 minutes. At 10 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 11, the yellow, and at 12, the red. The evaluations of the speech should be between 2 to 3 minutes. And at 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. And the final section and the most kindling section would be the table topics. At what that the timing would be minimum 1 minute. you have to speak. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. So that's it. I'll be keeping a tab on my clock and hope we all qualify. All the best. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator. I'll present my report as and when called by you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yogita, for a detailed explanation of your role. Now, the second member of my team is the R counter, and that's Toastmaster Abhishek Aditya. Abhishek hails from Bhubaneswar. By profession, he's a passionate data scientist, unraveling insights from complex data sets. Outside of work, he's often seen exploring scenic routes on his bike or chasing shuttlecocks on the badminton court. At home, he's a proud pet parent to a lively Labrador. He believes in learning before knowing and experience over expertise. Toastmaster Abhishek Aditya.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and the guests of today. The purpose of each counter is to listen and make notes of unnecessary words and sounds used by the speakers and role players of today's meeting. So this report would focus on 5 major areas. First one being the filler words such as and and inappropriate injections. For instance, and, well, but, so, you know. The use of crutch words similar to basically, actually, this is, etc. And the repetitive words or phrases in form of I or this means, and unintentional long or short pauses made by the speakers. I will be presenting my report as and when called by the general evaluator during the general evaluation session. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Gauri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for letting us know about your role. The third member of my TAGL team is the Grammarian, and that is Toastmaster Arjun Murmu. Originally, he's from Jharkhand, and he was born and brought up in Kolkata. He did his schooling and computer engineering in West Bengal. He's worked for 3.5 years in an Indian IT company and took a break for higher education, pursuing his MBA. It's been 8 years currently. He's been working in an American IT company as a business operations manager. He loves listening to different genres of music and plays all kinds of sports like cricket, football, and badminton. Toastmaster Arjun Murmu.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is pristine, which means in its original condition, unspoiled, clean and fresh as if new, spotless. An example of using the word is, it was a pristine vintage car. Enjoy pristine islands of Andaman and Nicobar. Let me put this in chat as well. Okay. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day, and everyone can show a thumbs up if any speaker uses the word of the day. I will give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun, and I hope that this is a pristine start to a Saturday morning. Okay, now the final member of my TAGL team is the listener, and today's listener is Toastmaster Mohan Rao. Toastmaster Mohan is originally from Andhra Pradesh and raised in Hyderabad. He's now based in Bangalore. He holds a bachelor degree in business management. He has 2 years of experience in digital marketing, and he's now working at Amazon as a senior marketing executive for the last 4 years. In his free time, he enjoys traveling, watching movies, and attending webinars of business and MarTech. Over to you, Toastmaster Mohan.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I am the listener of the day. I will be listening closely to everything during the meeting. So I will draft a short question to test our listening skills. at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, listener, Toastmaster Mohan. This was my evaluation team. I now pass on the baton to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ananth. I'll be sharing my report as and when called by you.
Thanks again, Gauri. We move on to the first section of this meeting, which is the prepared speech section. And our first speaker for today is attempting level 4, project 1 of the leadership development pathway. Can I please confirm that the evaluator for this project, Toastmaster Punith, is present in the meeting? Yes, you are. Toastmaster Punith, can you please read out the project guidelines? Okay, we can continue. So the first speaker, he is a man of numbers, but also a man of action. He loves playing cricket and traveling. And being a thinking man, he also loves playing chess. He's a dedicated Toastmaster and a chartered accountant. He is married to a fellow chartered accountant, and they're both blessed with 2 lovely children. Please, with a big round of applause, welcome Toastmaster Sanjay Jain for a speech titled Leading a Team. Leading the team, Toastmaster Sanjay Jain.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning to all. How many of you have seen the movie Bahubali? Yeah. How did you came to know that this Bahubali movie is there? Through advertisements, through publicity, to social media.
Word of mouth.
Social media.
Yeah. So we would have come to know this movie through one of the sources. Who created this buzz in the market by an agency called Public Relations. I was a part of this public relation team, not for Bahubali, but for Daffodils Toastmaster Club. I was the VP PR for the Daffodils Toastmaster Club. I was not very keen to take the role of Vice President Public Relation in Daffodils Toastmasters, but my colleague told me what are the advantages of taking this role. Yeah. He is Toastmaster Mahesh, who explained me what we will gain new skills and how it will help you personally and professionally. So with his support and guidance, I taken this role of public relationship in Daffodils Toastmasters Club. When I have taken, I did not know how to use WhatsApp, so YouTube, or any social media platforms, or how to create posters. Means I have to start from learning from the scratch to the giving the results on the day 1 when I take the office of Vice President Public Relations. That was a challenge to me. The first challenge was the installation ceremony. I was, as a part of ESCOM member, I have to give my contribution as a public relation officer to see that the event goes successfully and everything are in place. For this, I have to create the posters, the banners and everything so that the members and guests come to know about this event and they participate in this function in a large numbers. So how do I learn this thing? I learned this thing through YouTube channels and support of other members who helped me to learn this skill. First thing, I created the invitation posters and banners for this installation summary. For this, I required a team who could support me. They are called associates. So nobody was interested, as everybody would be interested either to be associates of Vice President membership or Vice President education, as that would give more weightage to them to interact with the members or guests. But there was no interest shown to this function. I have to explain them what are the benefits of becoming a associate of Vice President Public Relation. That was a challenging task. Then somehow I got 2 associates who could help me to create these posters and banners and videos, which could be given online and make the club famous in it. The associates also were new to this thing, and I was also new to this thing. So we all sat together and how we will learn these new skills. We thought of going through the YouTube channels and attending some education sessions. The Toastmaster Internationals have education sessions conducted for each role. We attended that role, and we understood what are the important thing that a public relation has to keep in mind. Every time it has to keep in mind that the brand of the Toastmaster is protected. The color, font, everything has to be as per the standard given in the Toastmaster manual. We cannot use anything other than that. So that was a learning in the initial stage. Then came the challenge for this keynote speaker videos and things to be created. For this, one thing we learned is that whenever we create any videos or anything, we have to be mindful that we have to take approval from the keynote speaker whose videos and publishing posters, everything, so that there will not be any awkward situation that we publish it and then we have to remove the content or something like that. So that we were very mindful of the things that before publishing any document, we have to take the approval of the ESCOM members, we have to take the approval of the keynote speaker or any other person whom we are publishing, so that there is no awkward situation created in the platform, in the club. So this was a learning which I could have done. Then one of the team member who said that we have to create a new website for the club. As I was not knowing how to create the website, I asked him what will be the budget and things like that. As we have to be mindful of how much we are going to spend on our budgets and things like that. He given the estimate and then we put up to the ESCOM members to approve the same. Once it was approved, the Toastmaster Manu, our team member who created the website single-handedly, he was inspiring to me as he explained me how the website can be created. And in the process, I learned how this thing can be done. As I do not have any software knowledge or anything, but I was very much learning the new skills, and it was a fun activity learning from other person and also improving my own skills. This way, my journey started in this Toastmasters Club. Here, during my tenure, we achieved various milestones. One was in launching of new websites, then publishing newsletters, then publishing newsletters, and seeing that our Toastmasters is featured on the local TV channel when the installation ceremony was done. So this was and ensuring that my team member becomes the succeeds me in the future role as a VP PR. This was my achievement during my tenure. So here I see that the thing which inspires, empowers, and guides the team towards a common goal. Thank you very much. With this, I conclude my speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjay. We now move on to the second speaker. And the second speaker is going to be evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, who is present here with us. The timer, please note that the time for the speech is 10 to 12 minutes. So the second speaker is attempting a pathbreaker speech. The project is Reflect on Your Path. The second speaker loves to learn new things, meet new people, and travel to new places. A chartered accountant again by profession, and also an MBA from the University of Jayewardenepura. She lives in the beautiful seaside town of Venepua, about an hour north of Sri Lanka's capital, Colombo. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Sudharma Perera for her speech titled 2023 versus 2024. 2023 versus 2024, Toastmaster Sudharma Perera.
It's okay, Sudharma. You can take XCOM down and complete your speeches. Don't forget that. That was my first mentor, Ashok Sivalinga. Toastmaster of the day and my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. I can't imagine how I improved myself after joining Toastmasters, especially the Gabbys. Day by day, I improved myself and I am going towards my best version. I was a new Toastmaster 2023 April. Now I am VP Education of 2 clubs and completing 2 paths. With thanks to my mentor, Toastmaster Ashok, I always reminding his inspirational words. Let me tell you my path on this journey. Visionary communication. 13th January, in this kind of fine Saturday, I delivered my icebreaker speech, Discerning Heart. What was my recommendations I received from my evaluator? Transition was not good and conclusion was not strong. I was struggling how to do a better conclusion, how to do a better transition. I work on myself. With thanks to VP education roles, I could get more and more speech slots because some speakers dropped at last minute. Then I was surprised in my speeches. They have a good structure, opening, body, conclusion. And I use less time to prepare these speeches also and less practice also. But I had good structure in my 15 speeches, except icebreaker speech. Not only that, level 2, project 1, communication style. I selected this path, visionary communication style, because I had direct communication style. Still, I have. But in this path, I got to know I have another style. That is supportive communication style. Why I am telling like that? I am using direct communication style when I am with my friends, my family. But supportive communication style is used when I am with my office colleagues or Toastmasters. I have to filter myself before expressing. But I am not telling, I am not using direct communication style with my friends or my office members or my Toastmasters friends, because sometimes with my nimble mind, I did it. That was my communication style. I realized in this path, I was not, and in this path, in this project, I could realize. Then, level 3, project 1, communication plan. I was thinking, did I use any communication plan? No. Again, I rethink, what is the communication plan? Then I realized I used that communication plan for VP education role. I connected with members and got their contact numbers, their availability. What is the date? Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday? And I connected with them right on time. And I was set to face any sudden drawbacks also. That was my communication plan. Then level 3, project 2, connect with storytelling. I heard I was a good storyteller when I was delivering my table topic speeches. But when it comes to this storytelling, I was thinking day and night, what should I tell? What is the story? Again, another day I heard from another Toastmaster also, she also thinking, what should I tell? Like that. Then I realized and I made a story about my university life. How did I find myself as a humorous speaker? And how should I improve myself in future? That was the realization part in that project. Level 3, project 3, prepare for interview. I was very curious about that prepare for interview project. Again, with thanks to sudden drops, I had to take that one. With thanks to Toastmasters Murthy, she did a good job. She was a great interviewer. She gave me 10 questions. I just only gave her topic. Then she gave me good support and we did a good interview. I myself laughed at me when I was rewatch that interview. When I was traveling by bus, I was smiling at myself because I enjoyed that interview that much. You can also watch that. I will tell you date if you want to know it. That was my prepare for interview. Level Pro Project 1. That was online meeting, arranging online meeting. Again, we had open house program in my home club. Again, Toastmaster of the day couldn't join. I had to take that Toastmaster of the day role. Open house program, I have never done it, but I took the challenge and I thought I will do my project, managing online meeting. There was a keynote speech. And what was the key learning in that project? I couldn't give key learnings I got from that keynote speech. My evaluator strongly recommended me, please give 3 learnings when you listen to a keynote speaker. That's how you can encourage that keynote speech also. That day, that keynote speaker was overtime when I couldn't manage time properly. Then I forgot that key learnings. I realized my mistake and I was thinking I should not do it again. That was my realization point of that project. Level Pro Project 1, communication to change. Again, did I do any communication change? No, I was thinking. Then I spoke with DTM Nancy and then I realized, yes, I did a communication change in my previous office. That was English is a must. I asked my colleagues to speak English compulsory 2 months. It was not successful. But I realized what was my communication method for that change, why it was not successful. That was the learning. Then level 5, develop your vision. That was very interesting project because I had my vision and it was forgotten. I wanted to refresh it and I want to reiterate it and have a plan. Again, I had a plan also. What I did was I didn't think about it. With thanks to this project, I was thinking, still I am thinking about my vision. I am into this path again. After a long time, I am on track with this develop your vision project. Level 5 project 2, keynote speech. In my last part, I want to do a keynote speech prepared for professional speaking, but I didn't do it because I was afraid. In this time, again, there was a speaker's drop. Then I pushed myself, I will do a keynote speech. I didn't think much. I pushed myself and I got the chance. And I was thinking full day, it was a holiday. And from morning, I was preparing for this speech, minimalism, keynote speech. I plan to do that keynote speech without Q&A session and sitting, not standing, because it is 20 to 22 minutes speech. Again, I got advices from the TM Nancy and last minute I thought I should do this speech with standing and I will give Q&A session also. I experienced that I repeated answers for 2 questions because I was not ready. I couldn't imagine answer. I gave same answer. Then I was overtime by 1 minute because I didn't allocate much time for that Q&A session. My evaluator suggested me to do it again. Repeat the speech. I was thinking, I invested my whole day for this one. This was the best I could do it. Then I decided I do a keynote speech again. After completing this part, I will do another keynote speech with much more consideration. And this is this was the right thing I could do, I will submit my report. That was my decision on that project. But I learned, I enjoyed that keynote speech much, and I am waiting to do more keynote speech in future also. That is my levels and path. 15 projects in my path. Then Toastmasters. Didn't I do anything apart from these meetings and all? Do you think? No, no. I attended 3 meetings every week. Apart from that, I attended semi-final divisional contest because I enjoyed that speakers and table topics. Last time I attended semi-final and I got to know, I saw champion speakers and their behavior, and I got to know a lot of new Toastmasters. It was a life refreshing experience for me. I enjoyed that. And also, I could attend area contest. I became third in table topic. And I managed it very well. And I was blank when I heard that speech title. But I managed it very well. And I was thinking, how did I manage it also? But I became third. Oh, ISC, that was my first time delivering a speech in an in-person meeting. It was a contest. But I realized I had some humorous style. People are laughing at my speeches. Or me, I don't know. But I enjoyed it. And again, I experienced that situation in a special meeting with Toastmaster International President and past president of Toastmaster International, Toastmaster Baralaj. Then I again realized, yeah, I can do better in in-person speeches. Then I decided I will visit in-person meetings. Today evening also, I am going to visit the in-person meeting and will do a general evaluator role. That's how I am going to improve myself in delivering speeches, using stage when delivering speeches. Then Toastmasters. Apart from that, I am in another club, Master Club. I took VP committee member role in that club also. We are going to do some educational sessions twice a month. I am in that meeting also. Then I am improving myself, and 2023, I was not this Sudharma. Now I am another Sudharma. I don't know when 2024, 31st December, who will I be? Then what about you, Toastmasters? Did you enjoy your journey, your path? Did you complete your projects on time? And are you enjoying this journey? And who will be you in this Toastmaster journey? 31st December 2024. Please think about it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudharma. What a beautiful journey it has been for you. And it was very inspiring to see how the 2023 version of Sudharma has transformed into the 2024 version. And I'd really love to see what happens in 2025. Thank you so much. We've now come to the end of the prepared speech section. And we have another section coming up, which is the table topic section, which is going to be conducted by yet another chartered accountant. But before we get into that section, let's take a very quick 5-minute break. It's 10:43 right now. We'll be back at 10:48. Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry, please come back. Toastmaster Sudharma Perera just completed a pathbreaker speech, which calls for a standing ovation from everybody.
Thank you.
Apologies, Toastmasters and everybody present. And thanks again, Sudharma, for sharing that beautiful journey.
We'll come back at 10:50.
10:50 is the new regrouping time. Hey, thanks.
They were introduced. No, like they didn't in the when they were introducing the like the evaluators, we don't introduce the evaluators in the beginning. Similarly, Kiki will be evaluated.
We need to begin.
Yes. 10:50, it's on.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. We now begin with the second session, which is the table topic session. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a statement. He said the power of the signature of a chartered accountant is more than that of the Prime Minister of India himself. And that is a true quote. Prime Minister Modi actually said that. And to conduct this table topic session, we have another chartered accountant, a seasoned chartered accountant with a distinguished career spanning close to 2 decades. He has held leadership positions for more than 14 of these years, overseeing all aspects of finance. Respected for his prowess in transforming diverse environments, he specializes in creating teams from scratch, prioritizing system design, processes, and financial controls. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the table topics master for today, Toastmaster Sudhakar Thamankar.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I think when we know what is coming, it is easy to face because we have a time to prepare. But our biggest challenge in life sometimes when googlies are thrown at us, you don't know how to handle it. So table topics give you an opportunity to face this challenge and develop skills of impromptu speaking. So table topics help train members to quickly organize and consolidate and express their thoughts. In a way, table topics for me like a mini speech, which has an opening and then a middle and the closing conclusion, right? And it also gives you opportunity for members to prepare, get ready for the prepared speeches. So guests also can participate in the table topics. In fact, that is how you train yourself. Each speaker is required to speak 1 or 2 minutes. Participants are disqualified at 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So with this, let's move on to the table topic section. I think we have 2 guests. Can anyone, I can name Harshavardhan, you want to attempt?
Toastmaster Sudhakar, shall we first start with one of the members so that guests already understand what is the format of your TT topic?
Sure, absolutely fine. Any volunteers?
Toastmaster Arsheen from the room.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Give me a sec. So the first question is, if this is that because of the nature around us or the people around us? I can also put the question in the chat box. Yeah. Here you go. If this world is beautiful, is this because of the nature or people?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhakar, for that very interesting topic. Is it because we live in such a beautiful place where we are able to experience such good weather that the world is beautiful around us? Or is it because the people that we are surrounded by have natures that are fascinating? I think it's both, but I personally am a strong believer that whoever I interact with, whichever room I go into, I get enthused off of the energy of the people that I interact with on a regular basis. I personally used to regard myself as a closeted extrovert earlier, which essentially means that I like to talk to people, but I don't open up that easily to people in a room. And in a room full of new people, I always hesitate. I always initially start with an imposter syndrome to begin with. And I feel like I am below everyone. I don't necessarily want to go up and talk to that person. So next time you see me very nervous when I'm standing near you, know that my imposter syndrome has kicked in. But as soon as I start talking to people is when I get to know the beauty in people, the conversations that they have, the stories that they come with, especially the fact that over the past few years, the organizations that I've been part of, for example, the professional organizations like my office, the personal various orgs like Rotaract Club, Toastmasters, and the various open mics that I've been part of, whenever I interact with people, I think that they bring a lot. They bring a lot because they are from different backgrounds, they are from different parts of the world. For example, Toastmaster Sudharma, our VP Education is from Sri Lanka. I didn't know that before interacting with her, and when I interacted with her for one full week, I realized that I'm talking to someone who's not even based out of India, and we just have this comfort to begin with. So I think even though nature is very fascinating for a lot of people, and people travel to new countries and new cities to experience that nature, I get enthused by conversations with people because of all the things that they bring, the books they read, the people they are, the nature they have, and the backgrounds that they come from. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arsheen. I totally agree with you. But I think for me, surely it is a nature. I'll get charge my batteries by going cycling or trekking. Okay. Next question. Okay. Sanjay Jain.
Yeah, please tell.
Yeah, I will put it in the chat box. Give me a minute. Okay. What is the one thing you would like to change about the world to make it more beautiful?
Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master, for giving this opportunity. One thing which I would like to change in the world is the pollution which we are causing to the nature. Because of this pollution, many creatures are getting killed, and when we see the sparrows around our home in earlier 20 years back, now there's no sparrows or anything left. So we can understand how nature is and how we have spoiled this nature by polluting this, cutting trees, and things like that. So one thing we have to be mindful that how we can save this nature. If we can do small things, and if we can change this thing, then it will be great. For example, carpooling or something, if we use it, or public transport, which will help us to save the nature. Why? Because we will not be polluting by taking our individual car. So that will change the nature to a great extent. In a similar way, if we save electricity or any other thing, that will help us to build a great environment around us, and also will give a peaceful thing to creatures which are nearby us. And one more thing is that when we should be obliged to feed the animals nearby us, so that when we are obliged to them and do our duty diligently, we will be creating an environment where coexistence exists, so that the situation like corona or anything does not arise us in near future. With this, I hand over the stage to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay. I totally agree with you. Moving on,
Next, we have from the room, we have a guest, Srinidhi.
Srinidhi, I heard it right?
Yes, Srinidhi.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a minute. Okay. According to you, is the word beautiful? If yes, why? And if no, why? I'm just putting it in the chat box.
According to you, is the word beautiful? If yes, why? And no, why? Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhakar, for such a beautiful and pristine question on this morning. Let me tell you a story and explain what I feel about this. It was January 2016, 5:41 in the evening. The room around me was absolutely dark. I was in excluding pain. I had no sense of myself. I had no sense of who I am, what I'm doing. The only thing I knew was I was experiencing pain. And in the middle of all that, I heard a sound that brought me back to life. It was the sound of a child crying. It was the first time I heard my son cry. It was a moment that brought me back to life. And that was the moment I realized life is beautiful. The pain, the pressure, the stress, everything we go through. As a mother, having given birth to 2 children, I know what it is like. And for all human beings, every day is a struggle. Whether it is the traffic jam in the morning, or the work pressure, the deadlines, everything. And yet, in every day, we have those moments, those silent cries, which make us realize life is indeed beautiful. So to answer your question, yes, life is beautiful. It's because of us, it's because of everything that nature has given us. Thank you so much for this question and this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Srinidhi. I absolutely resonate with you. I recollect when my daughter born and I saw her face. Yes, I felt word is beautiful. Moving on, who want to go next?
We
Okay.
have someone from the online audience.
Punith, can you take the next question?
Yes, Sudhakar.
Okay. Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world without traffic. How you feel? Let me put in the chat box as well. Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world without traffic.
Recently, I switched my job. While switching a job, I didn't ask whether it is in a hybrid mode or it is an online, it's a complete work from home. When I went to the office, the first thing they mentioned is all 5 days I had to come to the office. So now just imagine, I am in Koramangala, my office is in Whitefield, and I need to go to office every day. And my commute takes minimum of 45 minutes just to go there. Going to there and coming back, it almost takes 1.5 hours. And just because of the traffic, I am not ready to go to the office. And now I'm using my brain to trick doing some. Okay, it is recording. I hope no one will watch from my office. Anyway, I have to do something to make sure that I have to somehow I show their face when I reach an office. All these things I have to do. Somehow there is a luckily I have a flexible hours for now. I can just go afternoon and I can come back in the evening. If there is no traffic and all these things, it won't be a problem at all. I would not even think about it. Like about the traffic. I'm always they not even say I would be very happy to go to the office. They no need to mention. So this is how the world will look like. I feel it should happen. I think in Western countries they already developed and they have built a road for the separate vehicles. They have a system and process. I hope the India is growing where the traffic won't be the problem in future. I wish that to have. I strongly wish that to happen in future. And thank you, Sudhakar and Gauri.
Thank you, Punith. For me, I don't know. It might take some time to, situation without traffic. Probably then I'll have to figure out what I'll do because we are so used to it, right? Okay. Can next question, Preeti Jain can take next question?
Yes, I can
Preeti,
take.
are you there? Okay. So if you were to write a love letter to the world, what would you say? Let me put it in the chat box as well.
Fellow Toastmasters, I just want to tell you one thing. I love you all. Why am I saying this? Because for me, Lord is hidden between world. Just see the spelling of world. There is Lord hidden in it. And that energy I'm seeing in each one of you. And with that conviction and belief in my heart, I can very well say that I love all alike. So thank you for being there and be a part of my journey. If I have to write a letter, I'll simply write one thing to you, that maybe there is no traffic in the world, but there is traffic here. Don't allow that to create that worry or take away that zeal for life. Maybe there is nature lovers or there are people lovers. But if you want to fall in love with the nature of the people. Think and consider about the nature of the people. Change your vision. I'll invite all of you, including me, to change your vision. Start seeing that Lord in all of us, that divine energy in all of us. It will become very easy for you to say, I love you. I hope very soon you will receive my love letter in your inbox. Till then, keep thinking about this Lordship and divine energy, and you will understand what I'm saying. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Preeti Jain. I think that is really, really inspiring. And for me, if I have to write a love letter to the world, I think I will just write one letter, that is gratitude. Okay, moving on. Who want to go next? If no volunteer, let me call names. Sudharma, can you take next question?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a minute. How can we find beauty in diversity? How can we find beauty in diversity?
Diversity. And not only that, in our attitude also. In my life, I have gone through this kind of diversity from my birth to up to now. When it's come to my school time, I went to a mixed school with boys and girls college, and there are a lot of attitudes diversity with my friends and me. I was a introvert, and I was enjoying that school life also. They were playing, but I was not playing, but I was enjoying. In my university, there are a lot of single Muslim and Tamil, different kind of people. We enjoyed it and we were like brothers and sisters. In my office life, I am in another language speaking firm, Tamil language, and we have Muslim, Sinhala, and Catholic, Hindu, and Islam. We are enjoying, and every festive season we will get a treat. That is the most important thing to me. And we are not criticizing each other. We have several locations in our country We had some East attacks, and there are some situations. There are civil war in 30 years, but we are not criticizing each other. We are celebrating. In this month, coming Thursday, we will have Poya, Vesak Poya, Buddhist. We will celebrate it. But we are Catholic. Don't we celebrate it? We are celebrating. I am planning to go all over my village, and that alms giving will be happen. I will not have to attend meeting also. I will plan to join morning 7 to evening 7, 8 o'clock. I already planned to go here and there and enjoy that alms giving. People are giving that. In our Christmas season, all over the world, enjoying that season. It is the diversity in Sri Lanka and India, in all over the world. We are enjoying that. That is the beauty of diversity. We are all enjoying. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. With the thousands of religion, thousands of languages around the world, surely there is a beauty in diversity. Okay, do we have Harshavardhan in the room? Guest Harshavardhan? Okay. Who want to take next question? Sorry?
He's not there in the room. We can probably take one last topic from offline audience.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. We have Toastmaster Chandni coming up.
Okay. Toastmaster Jahnavi, the question is, how would you, 1 minute, sorry. How would you think technology like AI can enhance our appreciation of the word's beauty? Let me put it in the chat box. Yeah.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. I am a software engineer and I believe technology in general has a lot of potential to uplift the world in a better direction. Now, coming to how AI can help us appreciate the world more, the first thing that comes to my mind is I think it can save a lot of man hours because you can automate a lot of things. Second, like if you have a solution, then you don't need that many man hours now, and that can easily be not as easily, but definitely easier than it used to be using AI. So first thing is the saving. First thing is AI can definitely help you save up some resources, and those resources could be utilized in a better way. So AI can lead you to automation, and once you know use those resources for better things, I think that then you can focus on the things which really matter, which requires brain power, which requires you to think of the world around you and come up with the solution of the problems that can help you enhance the world. So with AI, I think it has the potential to bring in a lot of automation, saving up the man hours for better use cases, and that can definitely lead you in a direction of a better world, enhancing and appreciating the beauty of the world more than you used to do. That's all from me. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jahnavi. I totally go with you. I think automation like AI can surely save time, and then we can use for that, for creative things. Having said, I think sometimes things like deepfake, I don't know how that is really scary. I don't know how it is making life, world beautiful. Anyway, with this, I conclude. Thank you, each of you, for participating, and back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Can I request the timer for the timer's report for the speech and the table topic sessions, please?
Surely. So there were no disqualifications in the table topics. Everybody has qualified. Congratulations to all the table topic speakers. There was only one disqualification in this speech, speaker number 2. They exceeded the time with 15 seconds.
Thank you so much. Presiding officer Nancy, since it is a pathbreaker speech, are we going to have a poll?
No.
No. So can the Zoom master please launch the poll for the table topics?
We
And
will not launch the polls right now because we have offline audience as well towards the end of the.
sure, noted. Thank you, presiding officer. Can I please call on the general evaluator for today to take forward this meeting with the general evaluation session? Over to you, madam.
Now, instant feedback retains the effectiveness of praise and critique. We are going to have an evaluator for each and every speaker, a dedicated evaluator, and this is a luxury that only Toastmasters provides. So now to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster Sanjay, the evaluator is Toastmaster Punith C K. Punith is a non-fiction book enthusiast, a dedicated practitioner of David Allen's Getting Things Done method, and prominent ExCom member of Toastmasters Indira Nagar Pride. Over to you, Toastmaster Punith.
This is the moderator, please spotlight the speaker view and time.
Okay, Toastmaster Sanjay Jain. Your speech is an inspiration and motivation to the leaders who is going to take the roles in the next term. And you share the what are the challenges that you face. The website can be website, the brand colors that you use, that you have to use, and the process you have to take an approval. There are a lot of technical stuff that are involved. And you went through those challenges and you learned it. And it is definitely a the great learning for the roles they are going to take, and are definitely had some inspiration to the next role, next site of club officers. Then coming to your speech, your start is good. You went with the questions. The first you asked the easy question, then the next question was start to, where you with that question you bring the audience to the zone. I like that. From this speech, from this project, it is expected to share the experience of leading your team and what is the right way than using the challenge, than sharing the challenges and the solutions. You share the challenges that you face. It can be related to tech, it can be website, and the finally you figure out that you need a team. Then you have an associate and you had an interaction with them and you use the skill set. And in the process, you learn it. Coming to the area of improvement, I have a couple of points for you. Your speech is good for sharing the experience has a Wikipedia. But when it comes to the objective of the speech is to lead a team and share an experience and leading your team. I was expecting the more, I think in your speech it was there about the leading your team, but sometimes it was deviating from the objective of the speech. I was expecting how did you communicate with your team? How did you motivate them, delegate them? I know this is a volunteer organization. The motivation is must. Otherwise, it would be difficult to get the work. Okay. And how do we motivate? I was expecting more on about it. And I think the who can help you here, the mentor can help you here. You can once you write your speech, interact with your mentor, and make sure that it is stick to the objectives. Then when it comes to structure of the speech, you follow the chronological order. It is my opinion from my side. I think you can go with the question and solution, the structure where you mention, where you show the frustration of being leading it. The first time you're taking the role, what are the challenges that you face, and you build up the frustration, then you come to the solution. In my perspective, that would be the third. The third one, I think you can easily implement it. When you give a speech standing, make sure that hand gestures are visible. Okay, and it can be done by adjusting the camera angle. It is just you are a confident speaker, but it should be visible to the audience. The way we can do it is adjusting camera angle. Yes. Coming to the conclusion, it is always pleasure to listen to the veteran speakers and the veteran of any domain, and the same from you. And the last feedback I gave it to give the share your personal experience. You did it, and thank you and all the best to your upcoming projects.
Thank you, Toastmaster Punith, and I completely agree with your evaluation. Toastmaster Sanjay, in terms of delivery, I would just like to add 2 points here. One is your body movement. You were a little bit swaying from left to right. So if you can just stand sturdy, it will be a lot more impactful. And you don't need to end your speech by saying, I conclude the speech. It kind of takes away the effectiveness when you're closing the message. Can we have a big round of applause for our speaker and our evaluator? Thank you. And congratulations on completing your speech. Moving on to speaker number 2, Toastmaster Sudharma. Toastmaster Sudharma will be evaluated by DTM Nancy Goel. DTM Nancy.
It's okay, Sudharma. Go ahead and take it up. Don't we all need that kind of a mentor, guide, coach, somebody, or even a friend who can come forward and tell us, go ahead, take it up because it's all right. Nothing is going to go wrong. The way you started your speech today, Sudharma, you instantly connected with all of us. I was just hooked on to the speech from the moment go. You talked about your mentor, you talked about your journey, you talked about all the different projects that you have covered in the last 1 year. You talked about your 2 paths, you talked about 2x from road. So is there anything that you would have talked about apart from this? I think you covered it all. Coming to the content part, yes, you covered it all. Starting with a hook, opening the entire journey, and then a conclusion, throwing a question to the audience, involving all of us. What about us? It was a full structured speech. Kudos to you on that. Now coming to the delivery part. When I say delivery, the most important thing comes to the picture is the accent. Most of us have accent, we carry an accent, and it becomes difficult for others to understand what we are saying. But today, Toastmaster Sudharma, on the day of your pathbreaker speech, you nailed it. You spoke slow, you actually took time to pronounce each and every word so that we could understand what you were saying. Although there was some network glitch, although there were maybe some audio issue in the room or from your side, despite everything, I could understand every word that you were speaking. So amazing delivery in terms of that. Couple of things you already understand as a speaker, whether we need to stand and speak, sit and speak. I'll not touch base on that. Today is your pathbreaker. Now you have taken up a pathbreaker today and you have completed your path. I would want to challenge you with something today. Use wordplay. You know how to work on speech, how to prepare content, how to do delivery, connecting with audience. Now, I want to challenge you to get into wordplay. Am I right or am I right, Toastmaster Sudharma? I want you to think about it, how you can get into this one thing and challenge yourself further for your further speeches. I would like to conclude my evaluation today by just saying one thing. It's okay, Sudharma. Go ahead and take up the next path. We are all there with you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you.
I would like to start with the evaluation first. So when DTM Nancy came on and the first hello that she said, it was so pleasant. It brought a smile to my face. So that's the impact you had, DTM Nancy. Secondly, I completely second your evaluation. And Toastmaster Sudharma, I agree that every word was very, very clear today. Humor is a part of your personality and it adds charm to you. I congratulate you again on completing your pathbreaker speech and waiting for your next path. With this, we conclude the evaluations for both our speakers. I would now like to request my TAGL team to come up with their reports, please. Starting with timer, Toastmaster Yogita.
Toastmaster.
Yes.
Before we move on to the TAGL team, we have got table topic evaluator. Would you like to introduce CTE and then move on to TAGL team?
Sure. So our table topic evaluator today is Toastmaster Arsheen. She has recently joined a Salesforce as a product manager. She loves to read and write poetry. And I've gotten to know her as an amazing table topic speaker. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gauri. I would first start with saying that table topic master Sudhakar, I was blown away with the kind of topics that you gave us today. And not just the topics, when you gave the topic and when the speaker was done speaking, after that topic, you gave us your take on that topic. And that was very interesting to see. I have not seen this engaging a table topic master ever till now. So I would just like to applaud you for that. You were very engaging and you were very involved with everyone's speech. Now let's move on to the speakers. I'll divide my evaluation into two parts. I'll first talk about the things that they did well, and then I'll talk about the things that they could have done a little better and how can we improve that together. Let's start with Toastmaster Sanjay. He talked about making the world more beautiful. I personally love your take because you said pollution. Very obvious. The first thing that comes to your mind, no, at least not for me. I am very low on common sense. So I could not think that this would be the first thing that would come to my mind. But you gave a very interesting problem. And then you also gave the solution of that problem, removing pollution from the world. Things you could have done a little better. I personally think keeping your camera at eye level, looking at the audience that is in the room and looking at the audience that is online, and trying to make eye contact with everyone makes it look like you're not reading from something. It looks amazing when you actually try to talk to everyone. When they give that reaction back to you, you get that much more motivation to go on to your next point. So I think you can practice that for your next speech. I'll move on to the guest, Srinidhi. I'll first applaud you because if I were a guest and I were put on spot like this, it would not be that easy for me to speak. And I was blown away by the fact that you had a story. I'm always blown away by stories. I am a storyteller at heart, and I could see that you are too. You said how is the world beautiful? Because of your daughters and because of the cry that you first heard when you were in that room. And the propensity of human beings is that we get glued to stories. We hear stories more. So I think you nailed that part. You looked at everyone. You were very confident. You were relatable. And I personally do not have a very positive take on children, but I was a convert for your 2-minute speech. The things that you could have done a little better, you took the first 7 to 10 seconds to reiterate the topic. You lost time according to me there. You could have directly jumped into the story because the story was very interesting. I wanted to hear the story from the word you started. So I think that could have been done better. And there was a word that I think you mispronounced. You said excruciating, but you didn't say excruciating. So excruciating would have been said a little better. I'll move on to Toastmaster Punith. So, very interesting take. I said in my previous evaluation also that whenever someone smiles, I like it a lot. I like it that much more. So you're a smiling Toastmaster. When you speak, I want to listen to you. You started with a story, very humorous, very relatable. Everyday struggle of Bangaloreans is we are stuck in traffic. And you also had a lot of data points to validate that. So you use data points. I think things that you could have done a little better is there are certain intricacies in the speech which you could have worked on a little better. For example, you said 1.5 hours. In that sentence, 1.5 hour would have been better, not hours. And then you said a statement which was the correct version was trick my brain. You didn't say that. And then I think a suggestion that I would like to give to you is that you had a lot of things that you wanted to say. Taking a note from how Srinidhi or other good speakers were, whenever you want to change your point, take a break, take a pause, maybe donate it, just show it with an intonation. Take a pause and then move on to the next point that you want to do. Today, it was like you were making a lot of points. They were all very interesting, but I did not know which one to focus on. Then I'll move on to Toastmaster Preeti. You wrote a love letter to the world and you started with a statement, I love you all. Again, as human beings, our propensity is we get glued to love, we get glued to care, and we get glued to something which is positive. And you bring that positivity into our lives, Toastmaster Preeti. But I was very sad to miss your story this time. I heard your story last time about the goat and how your son was rescued. I was missing that story today. you finished very early. You had a time period of 1 to 2 minutes. You could have gone out in 2 minutes, 30 seconds and given your story and given your perspective of the world. And I think I personally was not able to understand what exactly was the point that you were trying to drive across. But then I always get blown away by the smile that you put on and the point that you try to make. So I was amazed by the energy and the vibes and the point that you were trying to drive across in the first part of the speech. I'll move on to Toastmaster Sudharma now. Beauty in diversity. And you brought some amazing examples on board. You talked about how your college was co-ed, how your friends were from various, maybe religions, maybe backgrounds, they were different as people, but they brought that diversity into your life. You also talked about the Civil War, so you also drove home a point which was from a page of history. So you have a positive spin on everything, and I'd love for that to be my take in life also. The things that you could have done a little better, I personally thought that I was not able to understand what was the point. You gave a lot of examples, you had a lot of scattered stories here and there, but what was your point? There's always a point. Drive it across at the end or in the beginning, but drive across your point. Finally, Toastmaster Janvi. I think there would have not been a better match made in heaven to the topic that you were given, AI and how it is better in increasing the beauty of the world. You gave very, very important examples of how it saves hours, how it automates things that we do. And you also had a structure which was very new for me. A lot of speakers don't have an opening body closing, but things you could have done better. Again, eye level, look at people, talk to people, make eye contact. That could have been a little better. So that's my take for today. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster. Goel.
Thank you, table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Arsheen, for that exhaustive evaluation. I now request my TAGL team to be ready with their reports. And we will start with the timer, Toastmaster Yogita.
Hi, thank you, General Evaluator. I'll just share my screen. I would like to mention that there were no disqualifications in the evaluations as well, and all of us have done a wonderful job. And it's okay, Toastmaster Sudharma. It was your pathbreaker speech, and we all get overwhelmed. Nonetheless, that's my timer report for you all. Thank you so much. I'll share it in the chat box as well, so you can have an individual look at your timings. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yogita, for a quick, crisp and a quick report. I now request our R counter to please share his report. Toastmaster.
Thanks, Gauri. I'll just share my screen. Let me know if my screen is visible.
It is.
Yeah. So I think everyone performed well, except a few. Yeah. So yeah, this is how the report looks like. I'll be just putting up a snapshot of this in the chat box as well. Maybe you guys can go through it once after this call.
Thank you, Abhishek, for the report. I'd now like to call our grammarian, Toastmaster Arjun, with his report.
Let me share my screen. Okay. So word of the day has been used by Toastmaster Gauri and guest Srinidhi. Next, we have some good usages in our meeting. Nitty-gritties, magnetic, protected, mindful, single-handedly, milestones, fueled myself, thinking day and night, life refreshing experiences, zeal for life, infused, life is beautiful, nailed it, propensity, exhaustive. Some rhetorical questions like how did I use my humorous speech? Used by Toastmaster Sudharma. Anaphoras, man of numbers, man of actions by TMOD. We have some proverbs connecting the dots. DTM Nancy. We have seen some hypho for us. How many of you seen Bahubali? What other sources like online, offline? Toastmasters Sanjay. We have seen Rule of Three. Wow, wow, wow. By Toastmaster Gauri. We have some metaphors, googlies thrown to us by Toastmaster Sudhakar. And I have some recommendation like such that can be used with other examples like due to or because of. That's all from my end. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun, for an exhaustive grammarian report. It's now time for the listeners section, and it's Toastmaster Mohan's time for some sadistic pleasure. Toastmaster Mohan.
Thank you, General Evaluator. What was the movie name mentioned by Toastmaster Sanjay Jain?
Bahubali.
Okay. Who is the Sudharma's mentor?
Ashok. Okay. Toastmaster Ashok.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the one thing want to change the world to Toastmaster Sanjay Jain?
Pollution.
Who is the grammarian of today's meeting?
Arjun.
And what is the table topic title of our guest meeting?
For Srinidhi.
How is the word beautiful?
No, you can't.
How is the word beautiful?
Yes.
If yes, why? If no, why?
Okay. And our Toastmaster Punith during his table topic, he mentioned his office location.
White.
Excuse me. Okay. And what is our Toastmaster Jain's profession?
Software
engineer.
It's done. Thank you.
We all were listening.
Yes, looks like we all were listening. That was a great section by Toastmaster Mohan. Okay, now it's my turn, and I would like to give a general evaluation of the overall meeting. And assessing the meeting just helps everyone to improve and the chapter to improve as well. I'll just begin with my general evaluation of the meeting first. Now, it's mildly daunting for the speaker when we see black screens on this the screen. It affects the speaker's confidence, and all of us have been there. So I request everyone to please be on camera just to add that little bit of confidence to the speaker. I know table topics can be fearful for some, and that's why we switch off our screens. But remember, the table topic master always has the option to still call you out. Another thing, wishing back good morning when somebody on screen comes and says a good morning. There's a deadlock silence. Our guests were here wishing us good morning, and there was no response. So I would just like us to be a little more mindful of that. Another general observation, at least the introductions, whenever any role taker is introducing any member or a guest, we should avoid the filler words, particularly at that time. There's nothing more frisky than giving somebody's introduction with ahs and ums. What I loved was the transitions from one role taker to the other. I think the meeting went off very, very smoothly today, and that was beautiful. Starting with our Sergeant at Arms, he started the meeting on time, and a Sergeant at Arms for Gabbys is a feather on our cap. But Toastmaster Amit, I would have just liked you to add a bit of energy because you were the first one coming on screen. Going on to our presiding officer, great energy, a great good morning, a beautiful smile, like I even said in the evaluation section. Introduction of the guests, very seamlessly done. And the way she would also describe the XCOM's roles and all, it was a wholesome section in itself. So I enjoyed that. Toastmaster of the day, great vocalics. The way you introduce and just make the speaker, which is going to come on, feel out of the world is just beautiful. But I would have liked you to introduce the theme of the day and talk a little bit about the theme. I was waiting to hear from you because your vocalics are impeccable. I missed that from you. Coming to the table topic section. So our table topic evaluator has actually summed up everything beautifully. All my individual points Toastmaster Arsheen has covered. She had a short period of time to do it, and it was such an exhaustive evaluation. I don't think she missed out anything, including observations like excruting and excruciating. These, I thought I'm going to kick ass and be a great general evaluator, revealing my observation, but she did all of it so beautifully. Now coming to my TAGL team, timers report, Toastmaster Yogita, short and crisp. Like I said, I like the punch that you added while explaining and informing us that Toastmaster Sudharma did exceed the time. Very nicely and beautifully done. For the R counter, I know Toastmaster Abhishek, this is the first time that you're doing it, but if you could appreciate all the members who used none or just one or two filler words, it would add to the encouragement of the participants and the speakers. Grammarian, firstly, I loved your choice of word. It was very good to go with the theme, which was the beautiful word. So pristine, I loved the word that you chose. Exhaustive report by you, but you did miss the excruciation word. Listener, again, we all love the section, but I would just like to tell or ask Toastmaster Mohan that next time you take up this role, also tell us that how did the room do? Like if they were 5 on 5, how did we do? So of course, it's a fun section, but the ultimate aim is also to inform the members how did we do in terms of our listening skills. So that is it from the evaluation section from me and my team. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ananth.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gauri. That brings us to the end of all the three major sessions. And I know at the start of my address to all of you, I said that we should leave behind what has already happened and look forward to what is present. But after this beautiful meeting, I don't think I can leave this meeting behind. And I'm going to let the feelings of this meeting linger and allow a beautiful morning to transform into a wonderful noon. So with that, I request the Zoom master to please open the polls. And while the Zoom master is allowing opening the polls, I'd like to request the presiding officer, Toastmaster Nancy Goel, to come back on stage for the closing address.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, for a beautiful session today on a beautiful theme, on a beautiful day, in a beautiful meeting. Can we have a round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day? Thank you. And a round of applause for all the role takers who have taken up meeting roles today. You are the reason this meeting is happening. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking up room, from our main role takers to our table topic speakers to table topic master, general evaluator, our TAGL team role takers, evaluators, speakers, everyone. Thank you so much. No applause. Yes. That's much more like it. I would request the Zoom moderator or our VP Education to share the link in the chat box for polling. We have already circulated the link for polling here in the room. In the meanwhile, I would like to request our guest for a quick feedback on the meeting. Or rather, I would change the question today. What's your favorite highlight from today's meeting?
Can I sit here? You want to come there?
You can come here. Okay, you're still on the camera. You can speak from there.
I came without knowing what is going to happen today. A complete clean slate, and it's always wonderful to see people sharing their thoughts, passion, opinions, and I love the way everything went like clockwork. There wasn't any interruption. It was like somebody's just running a show here, like a puppet show, and everybody's just doing their parts. It was so nice to be listening to people from, Sri Lanka and everywhere. Loved being a part of this meeting, and I think I'm going to be coming over. Hope to be a member soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Srinidhi. I was waiting for one highlight and I got so many highlights. Thank you so much. May I also hear it from Ravindra Seelam? Okay. If you're not in front of your screen, we'll move on to Saurabh. Saurabh, say it. Saurabh, a quick 30-second feedback from you. I assume you are still there. All right, my assumption could be wrong. May I hear it from our members now? One highlight for you. Arsheen.
The topics in the table topic.
The topics
Section.
in the table topic. Mohan. One highlight.
Topics.
Okay, you're stealing it from Arsheen. Janvi.
I would say the table topic evaluation because it's the first time I've seen that happening. So yeah, it was very interesting to observe.
Table topic evaluation. Okay, Sudhakar.
You're asking me?
Yes, one highlight quickly. It's rapid fire. No?
Yeah, I think actually I'm attending most of the meeting, but I think this highlight is one is hybrid. For first time I am experiencing. I was actually joined online. Secondly, the way it is done, right? Though it is a hybrid between online and offline, I think it is handled beautifully. So I think those are the two highlights.
Thank you. Punith.
TT topics and TT evaluation are the highlights, and especially my field.
TT topics, TT evaluation and his feedback. Yes, Gauri.
For me, the first time role takers were amazing. So Toastmaster Sudhakar was first time TTM, Toastmaster Arjun first time Grammarian, Toastmaster Mohan first time listener, and Toastmaster Abhishek first time our counter.
Yes, I was about to announce that. So thank you so much for stealing that away. But thank you for the highlights, Toastmaster Gauri, Arjun and Evaluator. Amit.
We are going to end the meeting within the time.
Oh my
Before-
God. That's been a pain point for our Sergeant at Arms. Yes, we are going to end the meeting today on time.
I would like to make one more mention. I learned a new word today, vocalics. I didn't know that.
Vocalics, okay?
I think Gauri used it.
Yes. Ananth.
I think the table topic speakers, I think the table topic speeches today were excellent and everybody did a great job. And also the number of chartered accountants. We have
That adds on to your list.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Next, I saw Ravindra back on camera. Ravindra, quick 30-second feedback or your highlight for today's meeting, from today's meeting.
Thank you, Nancy. It will be TT evaluation.
TTM evaluation. Would you like to share a quick feedback from today's meeting?
Yeah, I did, I do see one time our club, which is Speakers of the Toastmasters Club. You were one of the speakers on that day. And prior to that, I heard this Gabbys club, and I know that many times you will handle it very professionally, the meetings, and today
I'm really glad that you have heard about it and then you have witnessed it the way you heard about it. So thank you so much, Ravindra, for sharing your feedback. For many people in the room who couldn't hear it, he said, I have heard about Gabbys being professional and I witnessed it today. So thank you so much for your feedback. I have received a number of responses for the polls. Anyone who's yet to cast their votes? No one? Everyone done? All right. With this, I'll take this opportunity to quickly announce the poll results. We'll not have any polling for speakers today because we had a pathbreaker speech. And as a tradition and as a mark of respect for our pathbreaker and icebreaker speeches, we don't conduct pollings for that particular day for speakers. I'll start with best auxiliary role taker. For best auxiliary role taker for today, The award goes to our grammarian, our first time grammarian, Toastmaster Arjun Murmu. Congratulations, Toastmaster Arjun. Next, we had our best evaluator. Our best evaluator goes to yours truly. Thank you so much. Best role taker, we had 4 role takers taking up stage. Toastmaster of the day, Ananth Krishnan, table topic master Sudhakar Thamankar, our general evaluator Gauri Aggarwal, and table topic evaluator Arsheen. And that's where the chart is divided into 4 quadrants today. And the best role taker for today's meeting goes to, any guesses? Our general evaluator, Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal. Congratulations, Gauri. Last but not the least, much awaited, best table topic speaker. We had 7 speakers taking up stage today for table topic speeches, and the best table topic speaker for today's meeting goes to our guest, Srinidhi. Congratulations, Srinidhi. That's one of the rarest occasions when our guests come on stage and take up the stage and win the best TV speaker award. So congratulations to you. With this, I would like to quickly announce that we have got our district contest next week, and 2 of our club members are representing the Gabbys in that district contest. One is Toastmaster Jain taking up stage for table topic contest, and our distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta taking up stage for international speech contest. So I'll see you there in the district contest next week, though we will still have our meetings, our regular meetings on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Tuesday, it's on 7:30 p.m. Thursday, it's on 7 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. We'll meet hybrid here. With this, I adjourn meeting number 180. People in the room, please stay for chai samosa. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Great weekend.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.